We're going live. Here we are. Hey, how are you all tonight? Henry McClure live. Chuck Doltmeyer sent me a text today, and he would like to get a public meeting set up where we have a roundtable discussion or, a public forum, take public comment longer than 4 minutes. And this goes out to our city manager. And you run the city. You got politics on this side, and you run the city. So what I'm asking you as a citizen to provide space, and either at the Madison building where we could televise it, or you own a hotel, we own a hotel, we already pay for all this stuff. But let's talk about Lawrence Bay. Let's get Chuck Doltmeyer. So I get to change my mind because I didn't really know Chuck Doltmeyer was out there in the wings ready to execute a plan. But here's what it really comes down to is we shouldn't, until Jim pays current, he should pay current. We shouldn't do business with him. This is what's mind-blowing to me, how Spencer got so many votes. Everybody that voted for him wants to keep it the same. We're gonna keep doing exact things like Lawrence Bay can continue to go on. I just found, well, let's just keep it about Lawrence Bay right now. So let's have a discussion. The taxpayers and the citizens of this community have carried the load on the bonds out in Lawrence Bay. So our elected officials they're not behaving appropriately. Good thing there's an election coming up. What happened down at the Maverick site, it's a crime. This town, and I looked the other day at this fancy ad for Go Topeka to have a new president. Why do we need economic development when a company like Maverick comes to town? They pay their way. They go through the process. They're playing by the rules at great expense, out-of-pocket expenses by the landowner. And then when it comes to city council to approve putting we're here to be in business. But what Topeka's about is who we're going to do business with and how much are they going to get. Okay? And I'm sick of it. I can't take it anymore. And you guys shouldn't either. But why? Who benefits in leaving everything the same? Well, it's just the same old people. I'd really like to start talking about what we can do in the future, but right now we're in a quagmire of the past. We're stuck. And if you're going to vote for Spencer Duncan, some lady said she didn't trust me. What did I do to her? But look at what the existing council's doing, and Spencer runs the land bank. He ought to be meeting with Jimbo every day. Hey, let's get that land in the land bank. I want to engage every licensed real estate person in Shawnee County to be a part of the solution of all the land that we've got that's in turmoil, all the land that's in back, that has back taxes, all the land out in Lawrence Bay, all the land that's under title to go to Topeka. And we need to rally the troops, all the local people, anybody with a real estate license, or anybody with cash in their pocket that wants to buy land. But I think we ought to give Chuck Doltmeyer his day, because he's the solution. So Jim, at the end of the day, may have more money than him overall, and that's great. God bless you. As I said, his wife took care of my dad. I love you for that. Thank you. And Jim thinks I'm his brother reborn. Or he keeps telling me, you're a dead man. Okay, I digress. Listen, we got to give Chuck Doltmeyer his day. And the people should rally behind Chuck. He's got land out there, and it's his turn. This has gone on a decade. The main reason I keep bringing up Lawrence Bay is because it's proof positive of what's gone on so wrong for so long. So let's hear from the people. This is the mayor that I want to be for you guys. I want to hear from the people. There's 100% better chance that if we all got in the room together, there's one guy that's got a better idea than me, or we all get together and refine the ideas. We've got to change how we're doing things. I like that one guy. If you always do what you always did, you're always going to get what you always got. And the miracle that happened to me on May 2nd, 2015 at 4:44, I know that when you change what you're doing better than anybody, your life is different. That is the Henry that you guys are going to vote for. That's the Henry. The 9,000, I just pray that the 9,213 people that came out and voted for me for county commission come out and vote for me. I hope most of you lived in the city. Please. But we can do it today, and we should be doing it today, and the city ought to come forward and listen to others. So Chuck Doltmeyer is the solution to Lawrence Bay, and then if all the land is in the land bank, well, then every builder has got a chance, and it's not just one guy. This is what the criminal part about it is. The citizens paid the bonds, they're current. The title is still under his ownership, and I can't get one person to tell me whose responsibility it is. Is it Susan Duffy's? Is it Rich Eckert's? Is it Kevin Cook's? Is it the city manager? Is it Amanda Stanley? Who? Is it Spencer Duncan? Whose job is it to collect these back specials? So, somebody's not doing their job, and nobody's stepping up. I'm telling you, this is corruption. This is right in your face corruption. It's corrupt. It's terrible. I want to change it. Public forum, televised over at the Madison Building, or or at the hotel. And let's get the press there. Let's get all their TV cameras. Doug Brown, come on out. KSNT. We got to get the Kansas City Star involved. All right. I'm going to sign off. I want to thank, there's some more. I've had a lot I've wanted to say today, but I actually got some stuff done around here. I had promised earlier in an earlier live segment that I was going to talk about May 2nd, 2015. A lot of people have been asking about it, but it just doesn't feel right tonight. So I got some stuff to do. Get a good night's sleep. Let your elected officials know how you feel today, or at least let the candidates that you're going to vote for know how you feel. And let's all rally. Let's take our government back. We can do it. It's our government. It's not the guys. I'm gonna digress one time, but it sure as hell's not just Lawrence Bay. Everything with the AT&T building is much worse than the hotel. And just because the guy's a good citizen. You know, Cody Foster, you may have enough money to donate to change a building's name at Washburn, and you could donate enough money to 501 to change McClure School. But you know what? Your grandfather will never be the guy that helped integrate the schools. Your grandfather will never be that guy. You could throw money at 501 and say, I don't want McClure School, and I don't want a street named McClure. But your grandfather will never did, or will have never done, what my grandfather has done. And you know, my dad doesn't have a plaque or anything at KTWU, but he talked to Oscar Stauffer in donating the old equipment to create KTWU. Let's get back to basics around Topeka. We're going to need more of you to be involved. I hope Robert Williams leads the charge on the Citizens Commission. Y'all have a good night. It's Labor Day. You know, since I moved back in Topeka in 2000, you know, I've lived off commissions. You know, when you live commission to commission, just the fact that I'm standing here, I get a little street credit for that. But big time lobbyists working for the machine. They don't know what it's like to be hungry like this. Y'all have a good night. Henry McClure live over at the Glass Houses studio, which is actually part of the Ryan Mowinkle empire of commercial real estate. Home to the State Farm. Y'all have a good night. Hey, if nobody's told you they love you today, I love you. I do.